Cartagena is a beautiful colonial city in Colombia. Here you can see the walled fortress of Old Town Cartagena. We love the balconies covered in bougainvillea and all the gorgeous colonial architecture. Here you can see some more of those beautiful balconies. Cartagena has many beautiful parks. This one is Parque San Diego. You can see it's really well used. There's always locals hanging out using the parks. Cartagena has many small free museums. This is one of them. This is the Museum of Art and Culture. Very charming place. What makes Cartagena so charming are the narrow streets. Notice the balcony supports. The ones made of wood are from the colonial times, while the others made of concrete are from the Republic era. This is just one of the streets of an up-and-coming hotspot neighborhood in Old Cartagena called Gate Cemani. It's common to see people sitting outside their doors. You notice the buildings are all different colors. It's very charming, all walkable streets. This is an area where you're not going to see a lot of cathedrals or churches. This is a residential area where artisans are taking up residence. As you walk down some of the streets in this neighborhood, you'll notice some of the great wall art or street art on the outside of the buildings. It's just phenomenal. It's very difficult in any inner city to do your grocery shopping and go do all your errands. It's even more difficult in Cartagena in the Gate Cemani area where the streets are so narrow. So what happens is the shopkeepers come to the residents with their wares on carts. So they sell produce and other things right off of carts to the residents. After a long day of walking around Cartagena, we decided it would be great to have a drink. We went to this boutique hotel. The grounds were really charming, and they offered to let us go up on top and have our drink up top because the views are outstanding. Too many places in Old Cartagena where you can get a great view of the new city. On top of this hotel, we had a great view of new Cartagena across the river. The drink we're about to have is limonada de coco. Basically, it's a coconut lemonade. And now we're at Las Bóvedas. This used to be an old Cartagena prison. All the shops are built into the old cells.